Hello everybody, and thank you so much for joining me here. My name's Rebecca Eather and I am a clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a psychotherapist, EFT practitioner and an ADHD mentor. And I'm really excited about talking to you now about some ways you can really understand your amazing ADHD brain and give you some insights on how you can best resource yourself. So I have come here to talk to you because after speaking with so many women that were just like me and probably just like you, I realized that we desperately needed some more of these conversations, some resources, some informed health and lifestyle support, and some loving wisdom. I know that really what we need to do is craft a life where we can accept ourselves and our ADHD brains and our own really unique way of experiencing the world. And let's face it, this is a world that's so often designed for people with a completely different operating system. So I know we all want to be able to have things in our life that we value and, connect with our goals and actually find some peace and contentment and satisfaction along the way. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got to be speaking to you here as a therapist, but looking at things through this neurodivergent lens. I actually had an ADHD diagnosis in my 40s, and what a moment that was. It was where all the dots joined, the light bulbs went off, and really helped me understand myself. And that knowledge is gold, that knowledge is power. And as you understand yourself, I found so much space to have compassion for me and forgive myself for all the times that I thought I couldn't do things, or I was deficit in some ways, or just in bewilderment that the same problems were happening all the time. And while I thought and was told and believed in some way that maybe I was a bright and intelligent person, but simple things were just completely out of my reach sometimes and difficult. And having some answers to this made all the difference. And so I want to be here speaking to you with some tips and tools and help you understand yourself in the same way I was able to do a little bit later. And really who I'm speaking to and who you might really get some help from if you are newly diagnosed, or if you're awaiting diagnosis, or if you think you have ADHD. And it's this first part of the road where you might be finding answers as to why you felt misunderstood and misdiagnosed, and why the things that seem easy for everyone else were hard for you. And look, there are so many women that I'm sitting with and coming into contact with that are coming to terms with this vital missing piece of the puzzle. And there's even a name for it, and it's called the Lost Girls. And I'm on a mission now to bring those lost girls home. And I've spent a long time working with people. I've had decades of being a mentor and a guide for many. And it's a lot about, activating their confidence or self-belief and connection to resources so you can live a life that really expresses the truth of who you are. And this is what I would define as coming home. And I do this using ADHD-informed counselling and therapy and really helpful tools and tricks that I've picked up on the way, like EFT tapping. And it's all about coming to a place where you can find that validation, that self-compassion and acceptance. I was lucky enough to have a lot of foundational training in psychology, and I did postgraduate studies in clinical hypnosis and psychotherapy. And this really gave me the opportunity to learn the science and some evidence-based practices on how we can heal and how we can ignite change in our lives. But I want to share with you some of my most powerful and creative solutions were actually not taught at university. A lot of them have become about from deeply embodied wisdom, and that's through my own life experiences. And it's my own journey here as a lost girl that's taught me, it's taught me the most, and it's inspired me to be an advocate. And it hasn't actually been a defined choice as such, but it is absolutely a manifestation of what it means to follow my curiosity to understand the truth of who I am. And I'm here to help you do the same.